Yo, what's up guys, Anand here from DS3 Sports and welcome to the first ever video of F1 Grid Talks. This is a new series I'm doing where we will discuss about the current events in F1 and speculations and predictions for F1 in the future. Today, we will discuss whether there is a chance that Max Verstappen will leave Red Bull at the end of the 2021 season. I will answer multiple questions like why he would leave Red Bull, how it would affect the team, where would he go next, and who will replace him. Do note, I'm not saying this will definitively happen. I'm just saying that there is a possibility this will happen. So let's get on with the video. The first question I want to answer is why would Max Verstappen leave Red Bull? Well, one of the main reasons Max might leave Red Bull is the stunningly poor reliability. In the recent years, the Dutchman has been very vocal about it. In 2020 alone, he had 5 retirements in 17 races. Granted, the retirement in Sakir was due to a crash that was because he didn't have room to go anywhere else. However, he had an electronic failure in Austria, an engine failure in Monza, loss of power and engine failure in Tuscany, and a tyre failure in Imola. If Max wants any chance of winning a World Drivers' Championship, 5 DNFs is no good. Another reason is Red Bull's cars are nowhere near as competitive as the mighty Mercs. There is a clause in Max's contract that if Red Bull don't provide a car that can consistently compete against Mercedes and defeat them, Max can leave the team before 2023. Red Bull haven't even been as competitive as Ferrari until 2019. In 2020, Ferrari have had their fair share of issues with their poorly performing car. But if Ferrari were as competitive as they were in 2019, Red Bull wouldn't be second in the constructors. Also, there is the fact that Red Bull haven't been genuine title contenders for a while now. Even in 2020, world champion Lewis Hamilton scored more points than Red Bull did as a constructor. Finishing second doesn't make you a title contender, especially if you're 254 points behind the championship winning team. For Max to stay in Red Bull, the team will have to carry their form from the 2020 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and start winning races consistently. The next question is, how will Max Verstappen leaving Red Bull affect the team? Well, most people would say Max Verstappen leaving Red Bull would end up with Red Bull falling from the top. Yes, Red Bull won't be as competitive without Max, but I think Max leaving the team would help Red Bull reach stability with their driver lineup. Over the years, Red Bull have been known to focus their car development more towards Max's driving style than their second drivers. This caused Daniel Ricciardo to leave Red Bull in 2018. This destabilized Red Bull in a very evident manner because since then, Pierre Gasly and Alexander Albon have come and gone from that second driver's seat, and they have not been able to perform as well as they were expected to. One can only hope the same doesn't happen with Checo Perez. However, if Max leaves the team, this would mean that Red Bull would be more open-minded and can focus on developing their car that suits both the drivers. This could help the team a lot since this would mean there isn't such a large gap between the two Red Bull drivers. This in itself could bring a lot of stability to the team. Hopefully at this point they won't use a second driver and a first driver. It might take them a couple of years to get back to the top, but if Red Bull do get back to the top, this time they could be genuine title contenders. Which team would Max Verstappen go to next? Now this is a difficult question to answer, because until the Sakir Grand Prix we could have said that Mercedes might sign Max. But it's quite obvious now that if and when Lewis Hamilton retires, Mercedes would sign George Russell. However, if Max does leave Red Bull at the end of the 2021 season and Mercedes decide not to extend Valtteri Bottas' contract, Mercedes might sign Max Verstappen. I'm not gonna lie, George Russell and Max Verstappen are going to be a very competitive lineup, just like Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg from 2013 to 2016. But if Mercedes do extend Bottas, other teams Max could consider are McLaren and Aston Martin. Now, people would ask, why on earth would Max leave Red Bull for a team that is lower down the grid? Well, for one thing, both of these teams have the Mercedes power unit, which as we saw in 2020 is utterly dominant. It is also incredibly reliable. Now, as a McLaren fan, I don't want either Lando Norris or Daniel Ricciardo to be replaced, and as a Sebastian Vettel fan, I don't want him to be replaced either. The obvious choice would be to remove Lance Stroll and put Max in that Aston Martin seat. But there is no chance that Stroll is going to be removed because his father, Lawrence Stroll, is a shareholder in Aston Martin. Max joining one of these teams would mean that he has a better chance to get to Mercedes if and when Mercedes fire Bottas. Until then, Max will have to take a sabbatical from the top, like Daniel did in 2018. All of this may seem far-fetched, but if it helps his chances of winning a World Drivers' Championship, I think Max might take the risk. Now on to the big question, who will replace Max Verstappen in Red Bull Racing? I think Red Bull will keep Checo because Checo is in the form of his life, he's an experienced driver and he performed incredibly well in 2020, finishing 4th in the World Drivers' Championship. The big question is, who will the other driver be? Red Bull have a choice of Pierre Gasly, Alexander Albon or Yuki Tsunoda. I think Gasly has the highest chance because he drove brilliantly in 2020. He got his first race win in Monza, he finished 10th in the World Drivers' Championship, ahead of Lance Stroll in the Racing Point, Esteban Ocon in the Renault and Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. All three of these drivers had better cars than him. I then think Alexander Albon and Yuki Tsunoda will be together in the AlphaTauri team. And again, I'm just saying all of these are possibilities. In real life, none of this may happen. Max might not leave Red Bull, but I'm just saying there is a chance that he might. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.